Tired of smelling fishy or stinky on your period and wondering if other people can smell it too? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that some of them can, especially guys. They can smell when you are on your period. So if you're tired of that, tired of smelling fishy, I'm gonna tell you what you can do to fix it. Let's get it. That was cringy. Hey y'all, it's naturalistalayla, aka your internet BFF, aka your unproblematic sis. And today, I'm coming at you without the bun. I'm coming at you with, Chaka Khan, feeling just thick and full and luscious and, being me. But we're gonna talk about why you stink on your period and what you can do to fix it, because you don't want to be stinking. You don't want everybody to be like being able to smell you and like you're with your boo and he like, oh damn, this bitch smells stanky, it's fishy, it's not okay, is she okay? You don't want that. So we're gonna go ahead and go over some really quick tips and why you are stinky and why you do smell fishy, and I'm gonna try to get you right. Okay? Now, I'm gonna be quite honest with you, your period is going to naturally smell. It just is. Your period is going to naturally smell, so no matter what the fuck you do, it's gonna have some kind of smell. Now, but if it is too intense and you smell it when you're sitting down, you smell it when you are walking, that's not okay. Because if you are smelling it when you're sitting down and you're smelling it when you're walking, imagine people who are walking past you, they can smell it as well. So I don't want you making a fool of yourself. I don't want people thinking you stink or thinking you're nasty. I don't want that. That's why I'm gonna get you right today, and we're gonna fix this today. The biggest. Now I want you to open your ears, really take in what I'm saying, really listen. One of the biggest factors in why you stink or you smell fishy is because you're not showering or properly washing yourself down there. When I'm on my period, I shower or bathe or at least cleanse myself 3 times a day. So I shower, bathe, cleanse myself, whatever, whenever I change my pad or my tampon or whatever you wear. If you don't want to do that, then you could do it 3 times a day. Whatever works for you, do that. But you should. Now you got some nerve to be driving through a neighborhood blasting your goddamn music. Anyway, so when you are on your period, you need to make sure that you shower, bathe, cleanse yourself, wipe yourself, whatever the fuck you gotta do to make sure you don't stink. Make sure you do that 3 times a day or every time you change your pad or tampon or cup, whatever you wear. Okay, you don't want to be doing once a day or twice a day. No, that's not enough. That's not gonna get it, honey. Your period lasts 7 days. You tell me you can't wash yourself 3 times a day for 7 days? It's okay. That's 21 times. I understand it may be a lot, but if you don't want to make a fool out of yourself, you're gonna have to do it. I'm sorry, I'm giving you a bit of tough love. It's not a good feeling when you stink. It's very embarrassing. It's very humiliating, and people get the wrong impression of you. So I'm just trying to help you out. So the second biggest factor, and I feel like it's even more important than showering 3 times a day, is you want to make sure you change your tampon, your pad, your cup, your string, your bowl, whatever the fuck you wear. You want to make sure you change that every 4 to 6 hours. Okay, 4 to 6 hours. So let me just say it again. Open your ears. Move that beautiful hair out the way. Open your ears. Change your pad, tampon, or cup every 4 to 6 hours. So if you're at school, for instance, you would change it about 2 times while you're at school. I used to change it more. I would change it 3 times when I was at school because I'm extra and I do the most. But because I'm also very self-conscious, so I get nervous that people are smelling me. And also I get nervous that there's blood on my pants. So I would change it a lot more frequently. But if you are more comfortable changing it twice a day or twice while you're at school, then do that. So my third tip for you is when you are on your period, do not wear like tight ass underwear, tight ass tights, tight ass leggings, tight ass jeans. Like, just don't do it. Like, I know some people don't even feel like doing that when they're in a period. Like, you want to wear sweatpants all day, but you do want to make sure that you are wearing loose pants and loose underwear, because I mean, who's trying to impress on your period, honestly? I mean, I wear thongs a lot because I just prefer them, but you know, some people might be like me and they'd be like, oh, I like to wear thongs, da 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 da. Then just don't do it on your period. Also, let me just say this, because people really like to do this and I don't understand why. Because, and maybe it's because I have sensitive vaginal region, but people like to wear scented or fragranced pads. Please, 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 I beg of you, please, don't do that. Don't do it. It might help a little bit with the smell, but just don't do that. I would rather you wear normal unscented pads. You don't really need it. You don't need it. So it's like, if you do it, I'm telling you, you really genuinely won't need it. I've never worn fragranced pads. I've never needed them. So you really don't need them. In case you're not already doing this, make sure you wear cotton underwear. Don't be trying to wear no satin, no polyester, no fucking tight ass spandex. Like, just don't do it. So you can get some from the dollar store, you can get some from Walmart, you can get some from online if you want to. You can get them from anywhere. That's what I'm saying. So you don't really need to wear all that extra shit. And then my 5th or 6th tip is to make sure you do not, absolutely do not use, like I said, scented washes, scented pads, scented wipes. So those are my 6 tips. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go over what I suggest you bring to school, especially if you're in middle school or high school. It's a lot easier when you're in college. You bring your backpack everywhere, but when you are in middle school or high school, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you should, or I suggest you include in your period kit for school, so that you don't stink, so that people can't smell you, so that you can ensure you stay fresh all day. So get a bag like this. You can get one from Dollar Tree, Walmart, Big Lots, everywhere really. I got this one from Ipsy, but you don't need a bag from Ipsy for your period. So the first thing I suggest you put in are 3 pads. Okay, so 3 pads and 2 panty liners. I currently don't have any panty liners with me, but 3 pads and 2 panty liners. Now, if you wear tampons, you should still bring panty liners, but you should also bring 2 tampons. You also want to make sure that you pack this bag or this kit each night before you go to school, so that you do not forget and you're not stuck at school bleeding all over yourself. The next thing you want to include are some panties. You want to bring 1 pair of panties each night. So you want to pack panties in your bag, because you never know when you're going to end up bleeding all over your panties and you're going to need some panties. I'm just playing with here, you're going to need some panties. So put that in. So far we have the 3 pads, the 2 panty liners, and then if you wear tampons, so the 2 tampons. And then we also have a pair of underwear. So now we have that. You might think, okay, well, that's all I really need. No. That's another thing too, is that you want to make sure you use a period tracker so that you have some kind of guess of when your period is going to be coming, and so you can prepare and bring this bag with you so that you don't end up bleeding through. The next thing we're going to bring are some painkillers. Now, when the cramps hit, they hit strong. So you don't want to be stuck without any painkillers and like crying in the fucking classroom and shit. You don't be acting like that. So bring some painkillers, whether it's Tylenol, Motrin, Aleve. Bring painkillers, like you're not hurting while you're at school. And then you also want to bring a feminine wipe, so that you can quickly wipe yourself when you're at school. You want to wipe yourself every time you change your pad. So when you go in every 4 to 6 hours, make sure you are thoroughly wiping and cleaning yourself, so that you're not stinky. I also suggest you bring deodorant. I don't care what deodorant you bring. I suggest the mini one so that it can easily fit, but bring whatever you gotta bring. And I want to say too, people are gonna think that this is a fucking makeup bag. Nobody's gonna think that it's a period kit or anything, so you don't really have to worry about bringing this to the bathroom. People might think that you're doing your makeup or something, so don't worry about people noticing or, you know, making fun of you because you're on your period. Nobody cares, number one, and number two, nobody's gonna notice. Okay, so even if people do take note to you bringing it back to the bathroom, nobody's going to notice that it's your period bag. I also suggest that you bring a pair of pants in your backpack. So whatever you're wearing to school, make sure you bring a pair of pants that are kind of like, they can either look similar or they don't have to at all. But when I was in school, I would bring pants that looked similar so that nobody would really notice. I mean, nobody was paying attention to me like that, but I still thought everybody was looking at me, so I would bring pants that looked similar to the ones I had on. So far, we have in our period kit, we have a change of cotton underwear, we have 3 pads, we have, if you wear tampons, we have 2 tampons, we have 2 panty liners, we have deodorant, we have painkillers, and we have a change of pants in our backpack. Now, this is the last tip I'm going to share with you guys because I've talked for way too long. So let's say you're going to the bathroom and you don't want to bring the whole big shebang. You don't want to bring this whole big bag. You just want to be very inconspicuous. This is what I suggest to you. Since it is winter time, it's fall/winter, whatever. When you are wearing a hoodie or a long sleeve shirt or whatever, whenever you're wearing one of those, you can easily hide them in your sleeve. This is not the kind of shirt that a high schooler would be wearing, so it's a bit hard for me to do. But as you can see, it's hidden in my shirt. Well, let me hide it a little more. It's hidden in my shirt. Nobody's gonna be noticed. I can just real quick walk, take it out, change, throw the paper away, and then I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed. That is the end of my video. I gave you so many tips, gave you, you know, period kit suggestions, and this is shit that I feel like everybody needs to know. Every teenager, everybody who has a period needs to know. It's what I really didn't know, and so I had to like learn as I got older, and I'm 22 now, and it's like, wow, that would have been useful when I was 15, when I was 12, really. But that's why I titled this video period tips you need to know, because you need to know these. It's not something that we're educated on as we're young, when we first get our period, whatever. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some use out of these tips, and I hope you can put them to use when your period comes. Stop stinking, okay? I will talk to you guys in my next video, which will be on Monday. I'm gonna be like really I'm filming a lot of videos because Thanksgiving is coming up and I don't want to skip a day, so I'm like really prepping for videos. So that's it. Stay powerful, stay strong, stay beautiful. I love you. The fuck? Let me know if there are any tips I left out on this video. If there are tips that you know that you wish you would have known when you were younger, let me know in the comments. And like this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.